They get the sense na seryoso po yung Pangulo. Given the context under which this was mentioned by Malacanang, they really get the sense that that the president means what Malacanang says he intends to do.
You know, if the president were really serious about this, I believe he would have already mentioned it in his SONA. Now, tingin ko, this was something that came up because of the clamor of the people. Kung hindi lumabas yung massive corruption, which is tied precisely to the budget, kung hindi lumitaw yung mga ghost projects na nakita ng taong bayan na kasama rin ang mga political dynasties doon, I I don't think that they would have gone this far. But nonetheless, whatever the circumstances are, this is a great opportunity for us and all progressive legislators to make it happen.
Pero sa pagpupulso nyo po dyan sa mga kasama nyo sa House, what do you think of the chances, really, of an honest-to-goodness anti-political dynasty bill passing?
You know, I have to tell you, Christian, I'm happily surprised. Kasi may mga kumakausap sa amin na who aren't part of our reform bloc, aren't even part of the minority, and yet they have indicated to us that they are in favor of a strong anti-political dynasty law. In fact, I've received several calls from members of Congress whom I'm not even close to, but who really expressed to me their strong sentiments na sabi nila, kailangan natin ipasa yung totoong political dynasty bill at some of them are very supportive of the broadest. I'd like to say that yung pinakamalawak na anti-political dynasty ay amin sa bayan.
Ito po bang ilang sa mga kumausap sa inyo, galing din po ba sila sa mga political dynasties?
Yung iba, actually, there is one or two who stand out. I was quite surprised. Yung iba naman I'm not sure if you could say they are influential, and their families are influential in their particular areas, but hindi ko masasabi na they're either a fat or a thin political dynasty at present.
Dito po, so expected na magkakaroon niya ng matinding debate sa plenaryo eventually, no? Ang isa pong tinatanong dito basically kung ako yung miyembro ng political dynasty, what's in it for me to support such a piece of legislation? Pag ganun po yung tanong, ano po yung magandang isagot?
Well, meron talagang hindi mapapersuade. Meron talagang mga established political dynasty families who will not agree because masaya-masaya sila ngayon. They have full control of power in their respective areas. Kaya napakalaking bagay yung pag-live stream at pag sa publiko ng lahat ng mga debates at hearings on this issue. You know, we sometimes underestimate the power of our people when they monitor and watch hearings. And that is really the latest craze, di ba? Yan talaga yung pinapanood ngayon eh. Mas popular pa nga yan sa mga K-drama and all that because people really want to know what is happening in the halls of power. And this is their way actually of participating and also making their voices heard. And we now have there are already legislators both in the Senate and in the House who are pushing for these kinds of reforms. Matagal na rin namin isinusulong ito. At ngayon, nakita nila, kasi mismo yung Pangulo na nagsabi, so lalo na silang nagkaka-interest ngayon at gusto nilang malaman. You know, when I go out, the first question that people I meet on the street is, talaga bang may ispapasa natin yung party list reform, yung anti-political dynasty law, yung sa independent commission, alam na kasi nila na nakaka-apekto sa buhay nila itong mga bagay nito.
Ito po related dito, no? Buti nabanggit niyo po muli yung Party List Reform Act. Dahil alam po natin na matindi na po yung pambababoy, pambabalahura, pang-hijack ng mga political dynasties. and other interests dyan po sa party list system natin. So, eventually, naging malaking power block na po yung party list sa representatives, no? Sa House po. What are the chances na lulusot yan? And ano po ba yung nakikita nyong dapat na maging reforma dito po sa ating party list system?
Tingin ko ang kailangan natin na reforma sa party list, unang-una, sino ba ang pwedeng ma-accredit bilang party list organization? Kailangan mahigpitan natin yung requirements niyan para sigurado tayo na may representation ang mga basic sectors natin. So lalong-lalo na kung contractor yan, ay hindi naman dapat maupo yan bilang party list. So one is the organization itself. Who should be accredited? What should the law allow? Pangalawa, sino ang pwedeng maupo bilang nominee nila? So kahit sabihin natin, okay, legitimate ang party list organization, pero ang ipauupo nila ay member ng political dynasty o kaya talagang walang kinalaman dun sa sector nila, then hindi rin dapat yon. Pangatlo ay yung political dynasty. In the anti-political dynasty bill we filed, sinama din namin ang party list. Hindi namin nakita yon sa version nila Speaker. I'm not sure how many of the other bills also included the prohibitions on party list. So tingin ko yon. And then there's a fourth one, which is how do you compute the seats kasi every election nagkakagulo-gulo yan paano ba kino-compute
Yung
at
formula.
yung formula at ilan ba talaga ang pwedeng maupo, how many seats can a party list organization take, assuming let's say they get more than what is required for 3 seats, pwede ba silang makaupo ng 4? These are the questions I think that must be addressed in terms of party list reform.
Kayo po, anong suggestion dyan? Kasi nga basically hindi naman siya system of proportional representation dahil meron siyang 3-seat cap, hindi po ba? Kunwari, sa inyo, di ba, kung susundin yung, kung talagang gagawin logical yung pag-allocate ng upuan, mukhang dapat hindi lang 3 yung meron sa inyo, hindi po ba?
Yes. Basta't ang bottom line dyan, Christian, basta't hindi siya lalabag sa constitution natin. And there really is a big hole there. Malaki yung butas dyan kung paano ba kino-compute at ilan ba ang pwedeng uupo.
Yung di ba pinag-uusapan po dyan yung floor at saka ceiling di ba? Pinag-uusapan natin yung ceiling. Pero yung floor po, yung minimum number of votes na dapat makuha or percentage of the votes. May balak po ba kayo reforma ron?
Tingin ko the law, at least based on our present studies, mukhang okay naman yung present provisions ng law pagdating dyan. Although syempre, pag binuksan natin yan, lahat ng mga bagay na yan ay titingnan din natin.
Kasi inisip na iba, dapat yata mas pahirapin yung makukuhang dami ng boto na ikinas for the party list system para hindi naman ganun kadali, hindi po ba? Kasi depende yun sa dami ng boto na nakuha.
May punto din sila. Pero kung maayos kasi natin yung nabanggit ko ng mga reforma, I don't think that will be too much of an issue. Kung halimbawa sigurado tayo lahat ng talagang represented ang mga sectors, hindi yung gawa-gawa lang na party list o kaya yung binili lang na party list. Tapos yung uupo ay kailangan representative din ng sector. Walang political dynasties. I don't think that will be too much of an issue anymore. But it is something to look into as well.
Dito po sa proposal niyo basically, re-reformahin yung party list law of 1995. Tama pa?
Yes.
Okay. Kasi sinasabi ng iba, miski daw ayusin yung party list law of 1995, ang problema, ang root cause daw is the 1987 Constitution. That provision itself. What do you think?
Hindi. Ewan ko ha. Ako, iba ang pananaw ko. Ang nakita kong problema ko yung naging desisyon ng Supreme Court kung paano in-interpret. Pero basically, nakaugat kasi yung interpretation nila mismo sa provisions ng law. So, I don't think it will require a constitutional amendment.
Opo. Ang tinutukoy niyo po yung yung atong paglaom case, yung decision.
Yes.
Okay. Sa mga viewers natin, ito basically nag-open ng floodgates Para kahit sino na lang pwedeng tumakbo sa party list system, hindi po ba? So yun nga, anong refinement ang gagawin nyo po? You will specify it in the amendment kung sino lang yung mga pwedeng tumakbo for party list.
Dapat naka-specify talaga yan. So that even if it's challenged again in the court will... Kasi ang sabi ng Supreme Court noon, I don't remember the exact language, pero sabi nila, kasi naman itong Congress ay hindi nila kinlaro, hindi mahigpit yung pag-define nila. Kaya, since the law does not prohibit, who are we to prohibit? Since that is the reading, then it's incumbent upon Congress to really make it clear. That way, there will be no question later on.